Today's video I'm going to be doing my predictions for the Premier League season, the 24-25 season. As you can see to my right, I have a tier list of all the Premier League teams that are in the Premier League for this season, and I'm going to be predicting where they're all going to finish. So we're going to go starting from the bottom, which of course is the relegation battle. I'm predicting, so we've got Arsenal, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Everton, Southampton, Fulham, Ipswich, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Spurs, West Ham and Wolves. This is going to be, I think, we're going to have a tough relegation, no mid-table or something. But I know one team's going to get relegated, and I'm sorry, it's Ipswich. I'm sorry, they haven't got a good strong squad. Now, of course, they made some signings here and there, but unfortunately, I don't think they have a good strong squad that I think would do well to survive in the Premier League. Now, of course, if they survive in the Premier League, fair play. But I don't think they will. I honestly think that they will struggle. Next one, I'm going to say, it has to be Southampton. I'm actually going to move them here. So I'm going to put Ipswich at last, and I'm going to put Southampton probably 18th or 19th. I think Southampton will struggle again. They haven't got that much good of a talent. I know they bought some signings, but not to the top of my memory, I don't know. But I just don't think they will have a good strong squad to survive in the Premier League. So that's where I think they're going to finish 19th. And 18th, I might say, you might hate me for this. I was going to say Fulham because they lost João Palhinha to Bayern. Maybe Crystal Palace could be a shout because he lost Elise to Bayern as well. Like Bayern picked up two great talents from two mid-table teams. What do I say? Nottingham Forest don't have a bad squad, but just don't have a really good team. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put Nottingham Forest at 18th. I think it's gonna be close, but I think Nottingham Forest, they spend so much money and they just struggle. I just don't think it's going to work. They have great talent, I'll say that. They have great talent, but I just don't think they're going to survive in the Premier League. So I think 18th is reasonable. So let's go through the lower mid-table. I'm going to say 17th is going to be Fulham. I'm going to put Fulham at 17th. I think it's going to be a close one. They have a good squad, but they don't have that rock in the midfield and that João Palhinha anymore. They got good talent like Leonard, they got Willian, they got Harry Wilson. Like, they got some good talent. They got Rodrigo Muniz, who's been insane in the final part of the Premier League. He's been amazing. So maybe they may have a shout. But I just think they're going to struggle without João Palhinha unless they manage to get a replacement of him. But then, you never know. So I'm going to say 17th. 16th, I'm going to say Brentford. I'm going to say Brentford because Ivan Toney, might leave Brentford. I'm going to say this. Ivan Toney might leave Brentford for a big team. He's a good striker, and I think he's wasting his time at Brentford, even though he's been Brentford's best player. When he came back, despite all the bidding allegations and all that, and all the and also that ban he took. He had a ban, and yet he still competed for England. That does not make sense. But anyways, that's what I think. And I think 16th, I'm going to put Bournemouth as 16th. Not 16th, 15th. I think Bournemouth would survive the Premier League again. They might get low mid-table. Unless they made a really good signing, then maybe they might do well. But I just don't think they would have a good talent to maybe push the mid-table. Right, so 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. I hate myself for this one. I'm actually going to say Everton. Everton, I think, are going to finish at the low mid-table again. But I think it's going to be close, so I'm going to think Everton 14th. I'm thinking Everton 14th. Like, Everton, the Geordies, rivals to Liverpool, they have a good talent. They got good talent. They have Dwight McNeil. They got Calvert-Lewin. They got Garner. I know they lost Onana, Amadou Onana, that CDM. They sold him to Aston Villa for 50 million, by the way, which is fucking insane. They got Jordan Pickford as well. They got a good solid goalkeeper. So I think Jordan Pickford might make them into 14th. Then maybe leave Everton, I think he will leave Everton. That's what I think. And the 13th spot, I'm going to say Crystal Palace. Now, don't get me wrong, Crystal Palace have a great squad. They have Mateta, they have Eze, they have, I think Jordan Pickford, not Jordan Pickford, What am I thinking? Dean Henderson, sorry, not Jordan Pickford. What am I thinking? Jordan Pickford. Oh, I was thinking Sam Johnston. Sorry. They got great talent. They got some really good players, like Tyrese Mitchell as well. You can't forget that left back as well. He's fucking sick. Even Muniz is bloody great right back. I think Crystal Palace will survive relegation. I think they'll get to at least 13th. Now we go up to the higher mid-table, so 12th to 8th. Who's going to mid-table and who's going to miss out on the Europa Conference League? I don't think Wolves going to be 12th. Wolves, don't get me wrong, Wolves have been a staple of the Premier League since they got promoted back, and they have a really good team. They had a really good team when they came back, and now there's no Raul Jimenez, there's no Adama Traore, there's no João Moutinho. Ruben Neves has gone to the Saudi League. Like, they might struggle, but I think 12th might be a reasonable shout. They did pretty well in the Premier League last season, so I think 12th is reasonable. I'm going to say 11th. I'm going to put West Ham in 11th. Now, don't get me wrong, West Ham have a really good squad, like Antonio, Jarrod Bowen, Lucas Paqueta, who might be leaving though, but that's all the allegations. Souček, they got a good keeper, they got a really good defence. I think overall, I think 11th is reasonable for West Ham. 10th, I'm going to put a wild card. I'm putting Leicester at 10th. I think Leicester at 10th might be one of the most crazy things I think I said, but if they spend their money really well, they might do well. Now, I know they do have Dewsbury Hall. They sold him to, I believe, Chelsea, for like a good amount of money, 40-50 million, I think. So I think Leicester, if they had Dewsbury Hall, I would say they make a shout for probably 8th. But I think 10th is reasonable. And 9th, I'm putting Brighton at 9th. I think Brighton really have a good squad. Like, it's a good squad. However, they haven't got their manager anymore, which is a shame because he's left. I think he's gone to Marseille, I believe. So that's a bit of a shame for Brighton. But Brighton really have a good squad, like Batoma, Solly Marsh, Estupinan. They got a good keeper as well in Van Bruggen, he's only 22, 23, and he was really good for the Netherlands at the Euros. He was fantastic. They're probably the goalkeeper of the tournament, in my opinion. And at 8th, I'm going to say this is going to be tense. I'm going to put Newcastle in 8th, and here's the reason why. The money's not going to help. They might be supported by the Saudi League, but they're not going to do well. They're honestly going to struggle. Now, don't get me wrong. They have great talent like Isak, Joe Willock, Miguel Almiron. They got great talent like that. They got Guimaraes and Joelinton. Like, they have great talent, but I just don't think that they will survive. They will not get Europe again. I'm pretty sure they missed out of Europe last season because they finished 7th, and I think Man United won the FA Cup somehow. But yeah, I think they're going to miss out. 7th. I'm going to say, someone's going to hate me. I'm putting Liverpool at 7th. And I know, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But honestly, I think Liverpool are going to have a bad season. They haven't made any signings yet whatsoever. And they've lost Thiago because he's retired now. Trent might be leaving. He might be thinking going to Real Madrid. If that's so, fuck me, that'd be sick. But yeah, Liverpool have not been really good. I know they got great talent like Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Van Dijk, Alisson, Joe Gomez, Robertson and all that. I just think they might struggle. Injuries, don't forget, the injuries fucked them last season. Well, not last season, I think the season after they won the Premier League, they struggled. Because of Virgil van Dijk being injured and they struggled with defence. So I think if injuries happen, they're going to get 7th. I'm sorry, I'm saying 7th. 6th and 5th. I'm going to put Chelsea in the top 6. Now, don't get me wrong. Todd Bowley has spent so much fucking money at Chelsea. Don't get me wrong. But they have some amazing talent. Like Nkunku, like Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was the only reason why Chelsea got to the top 6. And they're going to be playing Conference League. So, should be good for them. Also, if they get a good manager, they'll be good. I don't understand why they fucking sacked Pochettino. He did really well. 5th, I'm going to put Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I'm putting Spurs, the bottom jobs, at 5th. And I'm saying this right now. I just don't think that... Actually, wait, hang on. No. I don't know about... No. I think I might change my mind with 7th though. I'll change in a second. Hold on. I think Spurs at 5th, or at least top 5 or 6. I think it is probably there we're going to be finishing. They have great talent. They got Vicario, they got Romero. Who else they got? They got Ndugi as well, who's fucking amazing. Son as well, human son, James Madison and all that. They got great talent. I just don't think they will have the firepower to get to the Champions League. So I think 5th is a reasonable shout for them. And now we're down to the final 4. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Manchester City, and somehow Manchester United, which I forgot about, but I might change it around in a sec. Manchester United 4th. They're not going to win the Premier League. I think they'll be at least here until the final 2 weeks, and then they somehow made a push for the Champions League. And if so, fair fucking play. Last season, they were shit. They got 8th in the Premier League. They got 8th in the Premier League. And somehow they're in Europe because they won the FA Cup against Manchester City. That's absolutely insane. So I think Manchester United will have a struggle again. But if they make good signings, they made 2 good signings already in Joshua Zirkzee and Lenny Euro. I think total about 95 million roughly for both of them altogether. So fair fucking play. They might be dark horses to get top 4. Right, I'm gonna put Aston Villa at 3rd. Now I know people are gonna be saying, oh, they're gonna struggle in the Premier League. Really? They got Emiliano Martinez, who's a fucking class goalkeeper. I know he's a dick, but he's a fucking great goalkeeper. They got Ollie Watkins, who turns out to be one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now. Should be signed over Kane in the fucking England games though, so fuck off. Sorry. Honestly, I think Aston Villa will get 3rd. I think Aston Villa will have a big push because they got really good talent all over the place. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know they're selling, I think Diaby to the Saudi League, but I think that's because Diaby has not been good this year. So maybe. So now we're down to Arsenal and Manchester City. I think... I hate myself. It's going to be Arsenal 2nd and Manchester City 1st. I'm guaranteeing that. And I'm only saying this is because Manchester City just really have a good team, and I just don't think Arsenal will do well. Unless Arsenal get a mad good striker. And if they do, then they might rival Manchester City. I think it's going to be close again. But I think Manchester City might win it by 1 or 2 points. Now, I'm going to say this right now. What if Haaland gets injured? Then maybe we can have to switch these 2 around. But I think overall, because of the squad they're going to win it. However, Ederson could be leaving Manchester City. So if that's the case, Arsenal will win the Premier League. But it depends if Ederson goes. So, and then who on earth will Manchester City sign to replace Ederson? They got Ortega, who's actually been decent so far. But I don't know. Right, I think I'm going to make one last change. And I'm actually going to do this right now. Yeah. Manchester United 7th, Liverpool 4th. I know Liverpool haven't made signings yet. But maybe they might do or something. I think Manchester United, sorry. Manchester United will struggle. Again, they were shit last season. They were just awful. Erik ten Hag, I don't understand how the fuck he's still the manager. But, fair play. They won the FA Cup. They're in Europe. Fair play. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. On the road to 700 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? It's video set above down below. Also, if you guys do disagree with me, just put in the comments down below and I will respond to them whenever this video comes out. Right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.